Good evening, everyone. Happy February. It is the month of love. Thank you so much for being here tonight for our Wednesday evening meditation where we spin into the stillness that is within our hearts, the stillness from which we can hear that voice, that divine voice speak because we are listening to that voice in the stillness. And so this is just a few moments of our time that we set aside, and it's not that hard to get into the stillness. We've got a couple of things to do along the way to prepare ourselves for that brief journey into the stillness. And the first thing that we do is we like to set an intention for our meditation. And so I like to write them down. That gives them power to put them in writing. It makes them real and visceral and tangible. And it also allows us to have some symbolism, because what I do with the intentions afterwards, and what I would do if we were in person, would be to collect everyone's intentions that I would write on a little piece of paper like this, and then I would send them off into the flames. I would burn them. And so that kind of seals the intention, that kind of throws it back out there. It sends those intentions and creates and lets them return to the ashes. And from there, they can rise again into the guidance or the intention that we are seeking or setting. So your intention can be one word. Maybe your intention for tonight is to be still for tonight. You can write that down. Maybe it is to get some clarity on an experience you're having or an issue that you're facing. Maybe it's just to feel a sense of peace and calm that can build on whatever we start this evening. Whatever it is, you don't have to make it complicated. All you got to do is write it down for yourself. Maybe you're keeping a journal for yourself. Maybe you are keeping track of what you are setting for your intention, and you're able to see a line of progress or a line of movement toward whatever intention or goal you may be setting. This is your meditation. So whatever you want to do, however you want to set that intention, but we just want to give ourselves a little focus as we go deeper, a little prompt to allow us to kind of wrap ourselves around an idea about ourselves that we are seeking some clarity about. So without further ado, let us jot down our intentions now. So I've written mine. I'm going to write one that says everyone's intentions. And if you then would be so kind to send me your energy as we meditate, I can use this little ticket by proxy to gather the energy from all of our intentions on the evening. And then instead of you dropping the intention into the burning bowl, I will do it on behalf of all of us using this particular ticket as our proxy for the intention in the evening. Makes sense? Good. So next, we get to get our little prompt from Spirit, get that little idea or focus even more clear by drawing an oracle card. And we are using and have been using for quite some time, because I love them and we are nowhere near through them all, the Star Codes Astro deck. Now this is an oracle deck excuse me, based on astrology, but it's got not just the sun signs, but a lot of the related terminology and archetypes that allow us to get some further information about the journey that we are on and the way that we are going toward our goal. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then I'm going to draw from the top card of the deck. That's just so you can see me doing it without any sort of reaching in, using my own intuition. But I've got to shuffle them for us here since I've got the deck here, and I'm just going to do that now. And so when we draw this card, again, think of this card as a creative prompt. You don't have to think of it as a fortune-telling card or a prediction in any way. This is just a word and some images that help really offer us some guidance and some paths on the journey that we're taking that we've already stated in the intention. So I'm going to draw this top card now, and it is for us all. All right, Sagittarius. And I have a beautiful friend who is on this evening who's a Sag herself. So I honor this for you. And let us see what our book says about what Sagittarius has for us this evening. And as always, I'm going to switch over to the photo that has the card in the deck. There we go. Move it over just a bit. That's a gorgeous card. Get some more lighting on it here. There we go. All right, so the card is Sagittarius. The word is expand. Expand. What a great word. So as we can see, we've got the figure of Sagittarius. It's beautiful artwork. And as I read more about it, why don't you see how those images relate to your intention? See how what I'm about to read to you, all of that combined is relating and resonating about the intention that you have set, because this is our word for the night in response to the intention that we've set. Expand. Sagittarius asks us to think big, travel far, and use our restlessness and curiosity to create. A mutable fire sign, Sagittarius' symbol is that of the centaur, half human and half horse, which epitomizes the connection between humans and the natural wild world. Sagittarius, ruled by expansive Jupiter, rules the thighs, the muscles that propel our movement. The sun shines in Sagittarius November 22nd through December 21st. Sagittarius has two imperatives: expand your perspective and humbly speak your truth. So let your perspective become versatile, flexible, and curious. Travel in the body or in the mind and explore a larger philosophical, environmental, or metaphysical context for this situation. Imagine you are on a mountaintop. Look down at your life from 1,000 feet up. Now take it further, like the astronauts who look down on our spinning green and blue globe and see no borders between the countries. You are a global citizen. Change your life to reflect this reality. Speak your truth. Remember the fairy tale, The Emperor's New Clothes? A pair of con artists arrive at an emperor's court claiming to make beautiful garments. They say their creations are only visible to people of quality. Incompetent people can't see the clothes. No one in the emperor's court wants to admit they can't see the supposedly intricate garments, and the emperor wears his new clothes on parade. Only one honest Sagittarian-style boy speaks up without rancor, states the obvious. The emperor is naked and breaks the spell. Ask what spell you need to break and speak up. Our challenge: just because you see it doesn't mean you have to say it. Timing and pacing are everything. Be honest, not mean. Ask if what you are about to say is wise, kind, and necessary, as well as true. Watch out for the geographic cure, the belief that travel will solve problems, because wherever you go, there you are. Our gift of this card: honor all your relationships. Sagittarius reminds us that our spiritual path is connected to all our relations: two-footed, four-footed, many-legged, winged, scaled, and finned. They are all connected to us. So this today is about expanding our perspective and then speaking the truth about that perspective with wisdom and kindness. And that is the answer to the intention and the question that you have sought, isn't it? So get comfortable. We're going to meditate on this for a few minutes. That's all. We are going to take Sagittarius with us into our stillness. And we are going to ask Sagittarius to help us see and help us learn and help us hear the voice that is deep within, that is speaking our truth. So let's just start by focusing on our breath. This is how we relax our bodies and get into our meditative state. And I'm not sick, but I did light incense, and it is it's making my throat a little scratchy. So that's all right. We'll make it through. That's why I have my little lozenges. So let's take some deep breaths together. Let's inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. Inhale and hold and exhale slowly. Inhale again and hold and exhale. One more breath, inhale. And as you exhale slowly, imagine yourself relaxing more and more and more. With each sound of the tone, we relax ourselves more and more. Now, as you may hear behind me, I live in the District of Columbia. There are sirens behind me. As many of you have been on this meditation know, my dogs may bark at any time. But we are still focusing on going into the stillness. We are still just relaxing our bodies and relaxing our minds. Even though there may be ambient noise around us, our entire bodies, from our feet up through our legs and hips and chest, just relaxing more and more. All the way up through our chest and shoulders, down our arms, out through our fingertips, just more and more relaxed. Up through our throat and our chin and our mouth and our cheeks and ears and eyes and forehead and crown. Allow each tone to draw you in. And as our body gets more and more relaxed, let's imagine it getting lighter and lighter as well. Until we are just almost transparent as we get lighter and lighter. as we get lighter, we're appearing almost translucent, not quite invisible, but just imagine our body kind of outlined there, light and airy, almost ghost-like. And let us now, in this ghost-like state, light and relaxed, let us imagine that intention that we have set. Sitting right where our heart chakra is, right in the center of our chest. And as we imagine that intention sitting right in the center of our chest, let us imagine it encased in a clear, little round bubble. And our intention in this clear round bubble begins to glow. This little bubble, this little sphere in the orb begins to glow. With the color that most resonates with us, maybe it's our favorite color. Maybe it's a color that is just on our mind. But that color is now glowing. Brighter and brighter. Just allow that little jarring from the dogs to take you deeper. Follow the tones as this little intention begins to glow more and more. And as it glows in our translucent body, let us begin to imagine that body that we are in, with this intention glowing in our heart. Begin to expand beyond the space that we are in, and with it, the intention or the question for guidance. Because we know our answer is to expand ourselves. More and more we expand, reaching out with our ghost-like bodies, which are beginning to lose their shape because we don't need the shape. Our intention is expanding with us, and we imagine ourselves reaching out into the earthly world and then beyond. And from here, from our expansion, our perspective on our intention, our issue, our relationship can shift. We've expanded, and now we are seeing our own issue in a new way because of this expanded self that we have imagined right now. And we hear these words as a mantra throughout this time in the stillness. There is another way to look at this. I see, I feel, I can experience another way to look at this. There is another way, and I, in my expansion, can see it. I see another way to look at this. And if I want to, I can see another way beyond that to look at this. I can see as many ways to look at this are necessary or desired. I am never stuck in my thinking and in my perspective. As long as I can expand myself, my view, my vision, and my perspective. With this new way of seeing this experience in our lives, we can also see others around us, the souls that have joined us, because they are part of this new perspective. With the help of you and through your eyes, you can help me see something new about me or about the world. And we acknowledge one another, knowing that we're all here looking for solutions, clarifications, affirmations, kindness and love in all of those things. And with that reassurance, with that awareness and that understanding, we can choose to return. We can choose to start bringing ourselves in from that expansion, knowing that the expansion we've experienced is our truth. We are just returning ourselves to the earth plane, which is where we are living out this human experience, And so just imagine from how far we've expanded out in almost a non-corporeal way, beyond our bodies. And that just all begins to draw in closer and closer. First, we can recognize this translucent body, not quite invisible, but light and flexible and permeable. Coming more and more together until we are more like our outline of our physical body, light and airy, and allow that light and airy body to just float back down into the space from where you have been experiencing this meditation. And it just kind of gently rests into the sitting or lying position that you were in. And as it does, you can imagine wherever it has become clear now begins to fill with the color and the vibrancy and the animation of our physical body. Getting more and more clear as it fills in more and more. Finally filling every aspect of that physical body that is ours within its boundaries and shapes. We can return completely with 3 quick, deep breaths. Inhale and exhale quickly. Inhale again and exhale quickly. And 1 more deep breath. Inhale and exhale quickly. Did you get that perspective? Did you see it differently? Did you experience something in a way that you hadn't before reaching into your deep self? You know, that voice from within is the one that is speaking the truth. It's the one that is our knowledge of ourselves, our awareness, our complete awareness. It's the self that always has our back, no matter what. It's always there protecting us, keeping us safe, despite the illusions and the fears that we may throw in front of ourselves. This deep self is not afraid because there is nothing to fear for it or for us. And it helps us. It helps us work through our issues, set our intentions, and make those intentions manifest for ourselves. So hopefully you're able to experience all of that. And if you didn't receive the answers that you were expecting, then I would look for them throughout the week. Use this time that you had kind of floating through the cosmos and getting a greater vision. Maybe that vision is going to kick in at some time later this week and become very clear. You will know. So don't fret if it didn't all come completely clear on this venture, but maybe as you meditate more, or even as you're just living your life, you will discover your answers and your guidance, and that's what you have sought for this evening. So let's do this. Let's send this out. This is mine. It's the one that I drafted for myself, that I want, and that I now know I must expand my perspective and vision in order to achieve this, or in order for me to see this in my life. And so I say goodbye as it goes into the ashes, into the earth and the air, to be received by the universe and then returned by the universe. So you sent me your energy. I could feel it. Everyone's intentions are right here. And this, as if we had dropped all of our intentions in the bowl, ourselves together. This is that. And away it goes. There you see it burning. Yay, I have the camera on right so you can actually see it go. Wonderful. Beauteous. Well, I see Kathleen and Ozzy are here on Zoom. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys have enjoyed your meditation. They've sent me a couple of messages in the chat. There's Ozzy. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Very, very grateful for you. Hopefully you were able to get through and expand as our beautiful, beautiful, clear and translucent selves. Let's see who is elsewhere tonight. And there I know, Ria said hello earlier. She's our Sag that is here. Hello, hello. And Smiley's here on Facebook. Let's check out to see where everybody's watching. Because again, Facebook always seems to have, it seems to get me to places and I don't get to see that others have joined, which I never understand. And let's sign me in. And again, please, I can use this time to say, please hit like or subscribe to the YouTube video channel or my Facebook page, please remember. And then, of course, share with me what you experience, what you have been experiences, which have you've been experiencing throughout your time here. If you're a regular, if you're new, what are your thoughts? What are you going through as you enter into the stillness? Inquiring minds want to know, but more than that, community members want to feel like they have a place to share these things. Many of the things that we deal with each week in this world are not things that we get a chance to talk about in our day-to-day living. And that's why I love these communities. That's why I loved doing what I did with the church that I had been the pastor of, and with the groups that I've worked with. That's what the real benefit is this opportunity to share. So please, please, please feel free to share and let me know what you think. And that is it for tonight, our first February Wednesday. Thank you for being here. Make sure that you open yourself up, make yourself clear and flexible and curious and interested in expanding your perspective so that you can look at things from a different place, because there is another way to look at anything. And can you see it? Have a beautiful Wednesday evening. Stay warm. It is chilly and it is now the midwinter time, and cuddle up with your favorite blanket or pet or person, and we'll see you here next week. Good night. Mwah.